Ugnaughts were introduced to Star Wars as the workers on Cloud City. Today I'll cover everything we know about their biology, society, and history. Like I usually do, I'll supplement canon material with legends, but I'll try to keep everything to facts I think are still true today. Ugnaughts were originally from the planet Jintees, located near Bespin in the Outer Rim. Unfortunately, many of them were taken and sold into slavery, spreading their people throughout the galaxy. They were porcine with snouts and sometimes tusks. They were known to be a hardy people living up to 200 standard years. Their society was classically tribal, and for some reason the color red was known to increase their productivity. They had what they referred to as blood professions, meaning a child took up the same trade as their parents. If the number of Ugnaughts born wound up being more than the number needed for any given job, blood duels were enforced. At the age of 20, Ugnaughts would fight to the death for the right to inherit the profession, and oh my god, that's awful, and I'm glad it's legends. In spite of that barbaric practice, the people were considered to be generally very peaceful. As mentioned, many Ugnaughts were sold as slaves. This was unfortunately true late into the Galactic Civil War, and the few Ugnaughts that remained on their homeworld were forced to hide in the swamps of Jintees. When a Corellian named Lord Clessis Fig decided he wanted to build Cloud City, he acquired and freed 3 Ugnaught tribes, and they helped him build the mining colony. When they were finished, he allowed them to stay and live there. They wound up building their own floating colony called the Ugnaught Surface. Although they were concentrated on Cloud City, the species found work throughout the galaxy. Corin Purs, for example, worked at the University of Bar-Leth as an antiquities expert. After the Battle of Hoth and the Imperial invasion of Cloud City, many of the Ugnaughts fled to nearby terraformed platforms to avoid persecution. From their new base, they formed a resistance movement and planted bombs across Cloud City until the Empire evacuated. When the New Republic reclaimed the Bespin system for good, the Ugnaughts returned to live in peace on the city they helped build. And for a fun behind-the-scenes fact, the homeworld of the Ugnaughts was originally listed to be Bespin, but was later changed after that planet became known as an inhospitable gas giant. But that's all we know about the species for now. If you have any other species you'd like me to cover, let me know in the comments, and take a look at this playlist to see which species I've already done. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out my Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.